how I'm firing. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong.
All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, it is fight week, and we're only a couple of days away from the return of the 8 division champion. The Pac-Man, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, will be taking on the WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. And yes, that title is on the line. And I notice a lot of people are excited about this, and how can they not be? Manny Pacquiao is a legend in the sport. And it's a stat card, by the way. PBC, you got this one right. You don't always get it right, but you got this one right. Stat card. You have, let's see who's on this. You have Tim Tszyu versus Fundora Part 2. The rematch, of course. You have the rematch with Pitbull, Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Fierro. And I think Gary Russell Jr. is also making his return to the ring on this card. So yeah, it's lit. It's lit, and I think I'm going to go ahead and order this pay-per-view. I was kind of going back and forth whether or not I was going to do it, but I think I will, because I do want to see the Pac-Man like a lot of you guys. Now, let me say this. Pac-Man and Barrios, I like both of these guys. I like them both. But I'm going to be rooting for the Pac-Man. I'm rooting for Pac-Man. How can you not? He's a legend in the sport. With that said, just because I'm rooting for you doesn't mean I think you're going to win the fight. And in all honesty, I think a lot of people are underestimating what Barrios brings to the table. I've heard a lot of disrespect on, a lot of YouTube comment sections. I've seen a lot of disrespect going towards Barrios. And I have some concerns when it comes to Manny Pacquiao and whether or not he's going to be able to pull this one off. And the biggest concern for me is his age. Let's be honest. Pacquiao is 46 years old. That's not a spring chicken in the sport of boxing. You have Mario Barrios, he's in the prime of his career. He's a 30-year-old fighter. That's like a 16-year age difference. And Father Time is definitely undefeated, guys. No matter what, no matter how great you are, time catches up to every fighter. So that does concern me. Number 2, the inactivity of Manny Pacquiao. He hasn't been in the ring for 4 years. That does concern me. Now, I know he had the exhibition fight with I think it was a Japanese kickboxer. And even in that fight, he was getting tagged up in that fight. He was getting tagged a lot in that fight. I think that guy was serious. But I know people are going to say, well, it's an exhibition. He didn't train as hard for that fight as he would for a professional boxing fight. And I get that. But watching him getting tagged in that fight, yeah, that concerns me. That concerns me. Number 3, the last time we saw Manny in the ring, he lost. He lost to Yordenis Ugas. Ugas used timing to beat Manny Pacquiao's speed. We saw that. Every time Manny would jump in, Ugas was there with that jab. And he controlled the fight, basically with his jab. So Barrios has a blueprint there to beat Manny with. And I'm going to say this. If Manny doesn't, get him out of there early, the longer that fight goes, the more it leans towards Barrios, in my opinion. And I think, like I said, I think people underestimate Mario Barrios. People talk about how he's the weakest link at the weakest champion at 147. Mario Barrios is a hell of a fighter, guys. Mario Barrios has great footwork. He pays close attention to his footwork. I noticed that. He has an excellent jab. He is a very disciplined fighter, and he has respectable power. He's not a slouch, and I just don't understand why people paint him out to be that. I think Barrios can win this fight. If he can survive the early rounds and drag this fight into the later rounds, Manny may just gas out. His legs may just give out on him. And we know in his last fight, he talked about having cramps. And he hasn't been in the ring in 4 years. So yeah, that concerns me. So I'm going to go out on a limb. And even though I will be rooting for the Pac-Man, and I hope he does win because, there's some great fights for Pacquiao at 147. I'm going to say Barrios wins this fight. I think it goes the distance. I think he'll win probably by unanimous decision. That's my prediction for the fight. I know some of you guys aren't going to like that, but I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I can root for you, but, you know, at the same time, I could be objective about something. If I feel a certain way, yeah, I'm going to say it to you guys, because honesty is always the best policy. But that's my prediction. Mario Barrios wins this fight by unanimous decision. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Will you be ordering the pay-per-view? Are you excited for Manny to make his return to the ring? Do you think Manny should stay retired? Who do you think wins this fight? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.